What's up, you guys? Marty Schwartz here from GuitarJams.com. Going to bring you a soloing concept lesson in this video, and we're going to focus on creating motifs, which is kind of just a fancy way of saying repeating ideas, so you can develop a theme. And it can be very simple, but it's something that beginners kind of overlook because they get caught up in going up and down their scale. This is going to be something that I want you to focus on, and when you're practicing with a loop pedal like I do, I use a Boss RC3, but there's tons of loopers out there. Get a little jam track going and work on, even overemphasize like I was in this intro, repeating ideas. So let's zoom in and we'll focus on it for a bit here. And also I appreciate that extra support, following me on Facebook down in the links down there, or going to my website where I have, very in-depth lesson programs on there as well. I really appreciate it. But let's zoom in right now and have a little fun and maybe learn something. Here we go. Okay, so I'm going to just take the basic E minor pentatonic scale, and hopefully actually might learn a couple cool little rock licks along the way. I'm going to take this 12th fret root here. Okay, we're going to just start with that. Let me show you the jam track that I came up with. I just came up with it on the spot. I know that, like an E power chord, a G power chord, and an A power chord, I know that makes up for some good rock, so I just took a little E power chord, and then I did a G up to A. And then instead of just repeating that, I got a little, clever, I guess you could say. Not really, but then I did the second time around, added a little extra thing. Just giving myself a little E-rock kind of thing. And so then the idea that we're going to talk about right now is just repeating ideas. I've seen so many beginner soloists go up and down the scale. Maybe get to the spot where they do a little bend, But one of the classic repeating ideas is this kind of thing. So it's a perfect example of what I'm going for in this little video, which is the repeating the ideas, but then also that's a really cool lick that you hear in rock a lot. So for this particular instance, I've got my index finger planted on that B string there, and it's the 12th fret. Then with my ring finger and middle finger kind of glued together, I'm bending that 14th of the G. That's planted, so then I'm going. And I think the main reason you're not hearing that open G when I pull it off is because I'm letting my index finger mute that G string when you're not hearing that. So just with down picks, I'm bending that 14th of the G up, and then it releases, and then I'm hitting 2 times on that 12th fret of the B string. You can do 1 each, double up, 3 times, mix it all up. The other cool thing is you can double up on that high E and do that lick as well. So classic, right? Besides me just showing you little phrases though, when you're improvising and you're going through the scale, stick on something and try and repeat yourself. And that's a good way of getting in touch with your vocabulary as you start to kind of develop some chops, so to speak, right? So look at this basic scale here. That's just the 12 and 14 on the D string. see that. So I developed a little idea. Very simple. You know, I probably repeated it even too many times, but there may not be such a thing. You know, I'm developing this little idea. The ear, the listener, is recognizing that. It's like, you know, we're into that pattern recognition. And then, right, so I did one of those. Just right up the scale. And then I did, and then I went down, you know, just as an idea, because I can see that scale. Right? So let's say you're doing that typical beginner thing that's going up and down a scale. You know, that kind of thing. Look at what repeat can happen just on something like this. Right there on the 14th of the G string. You know, just repeating 3 notes of the scale. And then hammering up to it. It's going to be up to you to start to develop those ideas. Let's say you learn a lick from a YouTube video. Right? Well, you've got that now. Then you've got another spot where maybe you could repeat an idea. You know, you start to put all those things together into your own bag of tricks or style. Okay, maybe I take that lick somewhere I learned, and maybe I take that lick that I learned and I repeat part of it over and over, just just to see if I can get something out of it. So let's see. So there's another classic one right there, which would be the 15 of the high E. You could use your ring finger or your pinky. I'm used to my pinky, but it's up to you. And I'm going 15, 12, rolling over to the 12 of the B. Okay, now here's the trick to that, is giving it a little nudge on that 15 of the high E. Okay, another cool thing with that is the more like, I don't know, like Black Sabbath, but Jimmy Page did this lick too, actually. No, Jimmy Page did this lick a lot. That's where you're barring that 12th fret of the high E right here. And then what you're doing is, it's the same concept, but you're pulling off from the 15 to the 12 there to the 12 of the B. So I'm picking 2 notes with that one pick, then that B. Okay, now let's see, I'm going to use my looper pedal now, and I'm just going to play myself a little blues, and I'm going to purposefully repeat little parts of the scale. Okay. There we go. Okay, so I've got just this basic little thing going, right? And I'm gonna just stay right here, just like we did, right? Alright, thanks for hanging out. I've got the extra links and bonuses and all that stuff down there below this box. Really appreciate that extra support. Thank you so much. And I hope to see you in another video real soon. See you later.